Hey guys, I hope everyone is well. So today I just here to show you how to use RouteMamba.js basically. So let's talk that first. What is RouteMamba? So if you ask me like what is RouteMamba basically, so I will tell you that RouteMamba is a JavaScript library to create first an interactive web application, which one will be single page web application, which we call SPA, single page application, but easily without any hassle and without including any big dependency, something like that. How we just saw in reactjs, nextjs, Vue.js, something like that. So for RouteMamba is, if you ask me, right, like who should use RouteMamba, then I will tell you RouteMamba is for especially a raw coder or raw developers. Basically it's for raw projects or the company who wants to do raw HTML, CSS, JavaScript, who don't want to waste what I can say, waste space basically, who don't want to use big dependency, big libraries, something like that, and more, and who don't want to take more hassles for that. They can use easily RouteMamba.js basically. So the most good things is RouteMamba is most highly customizable basically. So by using RouteMamba you can create highly customizable single page applications. I hope you got my point. And also you can develop hybrid mobile application by using RouteMamba also, without any without needing of big dependency and etc. And it's very easy to integration, like you can use it by it's just simple script tag, and then you have to create a configuration file, what we can see here, name.js, same, then simple, it's very easy. And it's also efficient routing, and it's also support dynamic routing and others routing also. Right now we just tested on PHP, JavaScript and Golang also, so that's mean it's also suitable for every language, but officially tested for Go language, in Node, JavaScript for Express.js and the PHP one. So that's it. And another thing is it's also supports CSR and SSR, client side rendering and server side rendering, and it's totally SEO friendly. So that's very good things. Okay, so today I will teach you A to Z of RouteMamba JavaScript library. I will tell you its details about RouteMamba, how it work, how it should work, and how basically it will going to work. And another things here in RouteMamba, we have features like fast and light. It's very light library, and it's customizable also. You can create highly customizable web applications, single page applications, and it's supports server side rendering, SEO friendly, and the most important thing is it's open source. And also it support some reactive system, like if you want to use the reactive system is still in you can say it still is in a first stage, but it's support reactive system. Okay, so right now we will talk about how can we develop the single page, because RouteMamba is mainly focused on single page development. That's it. And it support easy navigate. You can easily navigate one page to another page with the data by using any query data but you can say if you want to push any data custom, then you can do the custom data, you can say. Then it's easy to register route, and that's it. And you can see meet the visionary behind RouteMamba. Basically I am Rajwan Ahmed Sami, who developed this RouteMamba.js library. So basically what I was faced a problem, like I don't want to use reactjs, Vue.js and nextjs for my project, because it's RouteMamba and reactjs, nextjs and Vue.js need lots of big dependency and lots of dependencies though, so I don't want to do that. That's why I just to solve the problem, and reactjs, Vue.js and nextjs application is not most customizable, highly customizable, and you don't have full control. But by using RouteMamba you have full control for this. So that's why by solving that problem I just created this JavaScript library. Okay, so later we will we will see, we will check in this video how can we use it. And thanks to our contribution, basically I hope that many more other contributors will contribute to this project for better development. So let's start first. If you click on get started, then we will redirect to documentation page. Then you can see the documentation page here. Okay, so but first let's show you something. I already developed simple UI by Tailwind CSS, you can say, as header and body content, body of the page and the footer. So if you go in pricing page, it's just header and footer is same and content is different. If you go in feature, that's you can see. So I just already developed this UI. This UI is simple. How just the HTML CSS work. That's it, simple. Just we create. We keep it separate. We done it separately. Header is separate. Pricing. The content is separate. Body content and the footer is separate. That's it. So same for each pages. That's it. So basically, if when you were just thinking to develop your application by RouteMamba, you have to focus something like each pages you have to keep three component. Let me tell you why three component. Mainly three component. Okay, so why three component? Three components. One is header component. You have to separate header. So header component mean this header component, this header. Okay, and then another component is body component. Body is this body component, and another last component is footer component. Always you have to separate this this footer component. So make sure when you just doing front end, you have to keep consistency on this UI to use it in RouteMamba. So let's get started first. So I just don't want to waste my time in design, so just let's jump into the let's jump into the main topic. Okay, so this is the documentation page. We have an introduction like what is RouteMamba. You will understand this. Okay, so I am not going to read and waste our time. Let's start and getting that. We have already a video, but this video will be updated. That's it. Now let's check the installation guide. First of all, you can see you can install by npm install RouteMamba, but it's a waste of time, I will say. It's right now it's not necessary to do in npm install RouteMamba, because we can just use by script tag. Okay, so let's use by script tag just. So suppose you want to use this project in RouteMamba, then you can use just a script tag. Okay, but let me tell you something first. You have to do some directory. You have to do your directory structure first. So let me show you something. Like first of all, you have to keep it in mind, like this root path. It's right now it's a simple HTML project. It's project running on VS Code live server. So this is simple. So for this HTML project, we will keep just another folder, new folder, like the folder will be one folder will be assets, where we will store all assets, and or a public you can say, but let's keep assets. And another new folder is for components, where we will store components. Then another new folder is include mean include or partial, anything you can say. Include basically mean where we just store the any files or something, like included anything. Okay, you can say. That's it, simple. Okay, let's keep it like that. Okay, now let's create another. Okay, okay, that's okay for now. That's okay. Let's talk about this. That's for okay now. That's okay for now, but let's create another. Rename the file like index index.ext, rename it features.ext, and pricing ext. Let me tell you why I just done that. Ext. Now create a new file. Will be fresh index.html, and then copy the content from index.html to here, and remove footer and the header also from here. Here what you need to do, let me tell you. First of all, you have to just keep it blank, and here you need to just create a root folder, root. Okay, just root. Let me tell you why this. Because I mean every content will generate in root element. The others component will, like the header component, body content, footer component will load in the root of the page, root element of the page. So that's why you have to it's mandatory to keep root one. Okay, so you can see this is the one, but if I refresh it, you can see it's blank page. Now let's let's include the RouteMamba JavaScript library. That's it. I just included this, and let's open console log. Then let's see what's happened. What basically happened here. It's okay. So I can see that. Let's check the network. If I refresh it, we can see that RouteMamba script is loaded. So you can see this is the JavaScript library, which one is already loaded. Okay, so that's okay. That means it's loading successfully. So now let's see the whom is working or not. So h1 is hello. Let me write it hello. You can see hello is loaded here. So that's very good things. It's loading. So now okay. So let me tell you what will happen if I don't keep root. For now, if I hide root, okay, then it will not going to happen anything, because you know why? Because I need to do the configuration first. Okay, if I check it, we just need to link it first. Oh, that's the library included, done. Then what we need to do, you need to create an app.js file. Okay, app.js file where you can create in root or assets as you wish, but let's create on assets first. App.js. Okay, I just created it. Then what you need to do, you have to link it first. You have to link it first. How you will link? Like you have to link like this. Okay, link the app.js file. And another you have to do is the meta tag. Meta, to load the meta in a specific okay, let me close the others file. Okay, to load the meta, like meta is mean title or other meta text, then you have to remove it. Okay, and in include file, create another file, meta.html. Then here paste it, just keep it like that. And here you just need to write meta, then meta. That's it. Oh sorry, there we have some problem, like meta. You have to write it like this. So that's okay for now, because you know you have to write it like this, because else it will not going to work perfectly. Because the meta content will meta content should load. Meta content will load in this. You can say what happened with this. Oh sorry about that. I just have to cut it from here, because you know it's not index page, because I have to paste it here. That's it. And then later what I need to do, I need to link the script.js file in the script.app.js. So to do that, I have to do one thing, is just keep it in body here. Oh sorry. Okay, leave it. Just keep it here, script src, then assets, then app.js. Simple, that's easy. So that's it, done. So now if I write here console.log and hello world, let me check, is it working fine or not. So we can see the hello world is printed. If I refresh it, you can see hello world is printed successfully. That's very good things. I hope you got my point. Now listen to me. If I write routemamba.render, routemamba.render, then let's see what will it what happened basically. See, so if I refresh it, you can see can't render DOM root tag not found. Why? What it's asking for? It's asking for root tag, root element basically. Check it again, root tag not found. So root tag mean root element, whatever you can say, this one. So you have to load this. Remember, every time the RouteMamba main.js JavaScript library should be in top of, should be always in head tag, and the app.js must need to place in bottom, bottom of, like top of the body, this body tag, end of the body tag. Always you have to keep, and always you have to keep in root one. Root, this is root path, and others component content we will keep in component folder. I hope you got my point. So keep always mind it basically. Okay, that's very good things. So let's check others things. Okay, so I can see we just loaded the what I can see the root tag. So now right now no any error we can see because it's already loaded. But RouteMamba render will not going to right now work because we not registered any URL or something like blah blah. Okay, so let's remove it and let's write console dot log app.js loaded to check that app.js loaded successfully. Then later what I need to do, let's see that not documentation. It's asking for components like header allowed, footer allowed. If we use our multiple header for each page, then we can do that. If we using multiple footer for each footer, then we can use it. RouteMamba, using RouteMamba, you can also use multiple header and footer. That's very good things and great things. That's very good and great things. That's the speciality of RouteMamba. Okay, so let's talk. You can see this directory structure. Just ignore it for now. So you can see this is an example of HTML structure. Okay, I hope you got my point, like how it's working, root tag you have to do. And this is SEO configuration. It's basically especially for PHP because let me tell you why this. Suppose you just let me tell you why. Suppose you just let me tell you why. How can you delete it? Suppose you just requested a URL suppose you just requested account ID equal to 900 and token equal to XXXX. Okay, 5x or 6x you can say. Suppose you just requested a page like this. Okay, this account page. So what it will do? Okay, it will pass data. Okay, first of all it will split the data to what? It will split the data to JSON. How? Like I can say you this. Sorry, let me show you. ID equal to 900 then then it will be token equal to XXXXX. That's it. Then done. It's done. It will split the data like this, and it will split the data like this, and it will pass basically the data. It will pass basically the data to header and footers. Let me show you how. It will pass same data to meta. First of all, it will load to meta, then it will render to it will pass to header component, it will pass to body component, it will pass to footer component. Same data you can get by meta, then body, header, body and footer. Same data you will get in 4 components. And meta is something different. Like how? Let me show you. Let me tell you. Like in meta, basically, you will get extra route in meta, just for in meta. Okay, but let me show you. But first of all, you will get in header. Then you will get another things. Okay, just a minute. It's for header. Then body. Then it will for footer. Okay, that's it. That's okay. You get, but for meta you will get extra route. Like which route? Let me tell you. You will get also a route path. Okay, like let me tell you what you will get. First of all, let me show you something like that. You will get this data, right? You will get this data for this. Now later you will get another data. Like another data will be like this. Let me show you. Like here will be ID like 900 900. Then here will be another token xx xx xx. Okay, this and another you will get the route. It's just for meta to identify the route. Is this is basically the route. Okay, this is basically the route. Oh yeah, basically what I done. Yes, okay, no, you can say that's okay. So basically, I just need to write again. That's very weird things like id 900 then it will be like token xxxxxx. Okay, then you have to route like account. That's it. And let's see. Yes, that's it. Okay, and that's okay. So for this it's okay. Then that's very good things. So now let's use it for that's it. Let me keep it the size like this. Okay, that's basically what we need. It will be passed for meta. Basically it will pass for meta. It's just for meta. Okay, it's just for meta. Okay, and this data will be passed like this, and this data will be passed like this. Okay, and this account basically, let me tell you something like this account route is from this account, because it's telling meta that we are meta will be for global, like meta will load for all pages. That's why you have to pass a identifier like which page requesting the meta, right? That's why we are just passing route, the route path, URL path to the meta. It will not going to path all the URL. Okay, it will just, later we will tell you how it's working. We will just the pattern or prefix of the URL to meta, how you will register. Basically that's how it's work. So let's deep dive into it. Okay, you can see this. If you want to get the the request, you can see we are getting route, then identifying is it home page or about page, something like that. Everything you can do if you are using PHP or others language, but for HTML it's not. But let's talk about first to starting. Like RouteMamba is how you can do that. Where's the content, HTML language support. Oh yeah, HTTP routes. First of all, listen. First of all, what you need to do, or you have to do one thing, like you have to register server host, register meta URL. You have to do that. Register server host and register meta URL. What is server host basically? Let me tell you. Server host is basically for this one. Now, right? This one is server host. So you can paste it here. The simple things. You can paste it here. This is server host. And what is meta URL basically? And remember it. If you are using the live server domain, then you have to place domain here. Okay. Else it will not going to work in navigate method basically. And this is meta URL. Meta URL means the meta content. Here we will just place include. What will include? It's just this folder. Okay. Include meta.html. You can see include meta.html. That's it, simple. And then what we need to do? We have to register the register. We have to, sorry, where is this? Basically we have to register. Yes, we have to register the routes. So to register route, but let's first create the components. Like components for what? Components, one is for like whom. Okay, listen, whom. Oh, so this is not whom dot components dot html. This is the component of home. Home, okay, right? Home dot component, just keep it component. Home dot component dot html, right? Then another new file is for features dot component dot html. Okay, then another file is pricing dot component dot html. I hope you got my point. Then here I create another new folder like header footer folder. The folder name will be header and footer. And here create one is like header dot component dot html. Okay, and new file footer dot component dot html. Okay, footer.component.html. So you can see in home.component.html what you have to place here. First of all, remember it. But for now, let's keep it like that, simple, like home component. Okay, for now, features component, pricing component, home component, feature component, pricing. There is header component, then footer component. That's it, right? Now we have to register the HTTP routes. How we will do that? Let's first of all talk about this first. So first of all, you can see we have route.register HTTP route. It's basically it's basically accept the array. Okay, it's basically accept an array like this array. It's basically accept array object. Here it will contain lots of object. Okay, lots of object, right? So the object is basically this. Now let me tell you what is this. Here you can see it's the meta true method get. Method get mean which method you want, basically by default. It will request to server what is happening, how RouteMamba working. RouteMamba basically not loading your content initially to JavaScript file or something like that. It's do real time request to server. Okay, like you visited this page, it will do real time request to get the updated content from server. So that's how it's work basically. So that's why we just setting method get or post. So if you get if we do post request, that will be load. Okay, that's it. Post request don't not mean like this. Not like this, like you just loading this. Let me tell you something, like it just requesting a normal URL and it will be not load. It will load also, but behind the scene the data you passed, it will request like a post method. That's why it's called method is post. Okay, this is meta loader true. Meta loader true mean do you want to load the meta, and this is content URL, component URL, where you just what is the location of the component. If it's Express.js or Golang, then it's different. Okay, JavaScript, or like if you using Express.js or Golang Fiber framework, then it's different. You have to in every language it's separate to load, but in HTML it's you can directly pass the file. So let's do it. First of all, you have to define here we just need to paste it here. First of all, you have to define the component. So we just want to register the root one, index.html one, the root one, home one. So what you can do, components, then home.components.html. that's it. We need to register data. It's a default data. It will ask to you, do you want to pass any default data, and this is preloader. So right now we just don't want to pass. That's okay. And what is this? It's just a preloader. Preloader means you can pass HTML here. Loading home. Okay, let me show you, like loading home. That's it. And this is error content. This is also same thing, like if any file not found, then it will show you like error here. Okay, error here. That's it. And this is HTTP URL change false. It's asking for, do you want to URL right now HTTP URL, do you want to change the HTTP URL, or right now it will be false, because no, I don't need. Already it's already there. That's why we don't need. Okay, to register on this URL, you can say. So it will be by default false. Okay, and the HTTP URL basically, on which, what is HTTP URL mean? HTTP URL mean for which URL you want to load this, for which URL. Right now we want to load for just home. Home mean this, simple, like this page. So that's why we just placed this here. So that's it. If we refresh it again, you can see it's not working, because we just not called render. You have to do routemamba.render here, then it will load. Now you can see loading home. It's been the preloader, but it can't find. It's showing 404, because why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you something why it's not loading, because we just placed their components, but it's component. So if we refresh it, you can see loading. Okay, it's loading. It's showing loading. let me see what's happened here. Yes, it's loaded home one. That's okay. Home component is loaded successfully, the home component. Then why it's not loaded here? Let me see. It's loaded the body content loading home. Okay, that's very good things. It's showing the loading home sections. That's very good things. Right now it's just showing that, yeah, like we just loading home. Okay, but it's not loading. Let me tell you why. Let me stop the render first. You can see this is blank. Let's register first the register first the what I can see, the header and footer, this header and footer. So the RouteMamba register headers also take the same things, like it will take array, it will take an array, it will take an array, because we can do multiple routes header register here. So that's it, like we can place multiple projects, multiple header. Like if we paste it here, this is content header 2, we can paste here header 2 dot, like a second header, okay, for multiple headers basically. That's how it's work. But to register routes header, here it's a content URL means the same things of components folder. Like we can place components here. Then what we can do, we can just call header footer folder, footer, because it's in header footer folder, and then header.component.html. That's it, simple. Preloader, keep it like that, loading fast, header content error, and it's registered for about privacy. It's registered for lots of URL, but let's keep it for this for now. And same things for also footers one, route footers, same things, no any difference. Same things for register route footers, like this. Where is the gone? I mean, you have to copy it and let's paste it, then it will be like same things. Okay, you can see yeah, same thing, it's working, like, because I have GitHub Copilot, that's why it's suggesting, I mean it's helping me to write the code. So my one is done. Now I have to call the render method. Then if I call it, then you can see it's loaded header component, home component, and footer component successfully. That's a very good thing. But let me show you something. Sorry, let me tell you something. What I will tell you. Okay. First of all, I have to check one thing. See, if I don't register headers and footer, right? It's showing loading home, but it should load. But maybe this version is old, I think. So let's check it first. Is it old version? You can see we just loading here now. It's RouteMamba 5.2. Then why it's not loading? I mean I don't know, but I have to check it out why it's not loading. But let's see one thing. If I just register header, like if I just register header, not footer, then it's loading or not. Let me see. Yeah, it's loading home, but not loading the header, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, I got the point. So for now, keep, because we need also header and footer. That's why keep register header and footer. At least we have to keep one. That's it. So that's main things. But okay, so this is header component, this is home component, this is footer component, right? It's loaded successfully. Now we just doing text, right? Let's do one thing. Do one thing mean, let's place in home component the home content. So let's do it. First of all, you have to do the pricing card. I mean it's basically home card. Okay, so let's home. Okay, home. Okay, so let's copy it, the home one, not header and footer. You can see header is different and footer is different. So don't copy it, just home component, paste it here. You will see the home body is loaded. Now you need to load header component, right? So just copy the header from it. Header is same, copy the header from it. Copy the header from it and paste it in header, and then copy the footer also and paste it in footer. So let's check the footer also. Let's check the footer. Basically, yeah, this is the footer, and let's paste it in here there. footer, this is the footer, and you can see header is loaded successfully and the footer is also loaded successfully. That's very good things. Hey, right. But right now you can see if you click on pricing.html, it's not loading because no any pricing card exists. That's why. So right now you can see it's everything is working fine. I mean loading fine. That's very good things. And if you check the network section, like if we check, let me show you something. Like let me show you. If you check the meta one, it's already passing a query like route equal to blank, right? That's a good thing. Like if you, let me show you. If I pass here name equal to reg1, enter it, then you can see in header component, you can see in header components it's requesting, like you can see in header components requesting name equal to reg1, but in meta it's requesting name equal to reg1 and route equal to the header one. It's requesting header name reg1, passing the data, in footer passing the data, and in whom also passing the data. I hope you got my point. It's very interesting, right? That's very good things. Now let's talk about the others one, like register others route, like features and pricing one. Okay, so for features one, like let's do this. Create a new file like features.html, right, and new file pricing.html here. Okay, right. Now for features, just do one thing, copy the for features one, let me show you something like index.txt html. Not remove it, pricing component, header component, footer component, remove from there. Tab meta also, just index dot, just copy it and paste it. Same things, just you have to do repeat again and again because it's custom HTML. That's why. That's it. Features, we just loaded the features, right? Now if we check that, like let me show you. If I refresh it, you can see it's loaded. But if I go to the let me show you. If we go to the features.html, then it will say no any register found on features.html. You know why it's showing that? Let me tell you why it's showing that. No any register found features.html, because in app.js we not registered any route like by name features. That's why. So copy the features also and paste it here. And another interesting things, let me show you. Like if we go in home, you can see that meta is loaded, RouteMambatutorial, right? From where you can see here no any meta, but it's loading from this one, right? That's a very interesting thing. So now you can see features not registered. Now let's register the full features first. First of all, go to the click on features page and refresh it. You can see not registered found. Let's register it first. So to register, just copy it and paste it here and place it features.html. Okay, and it will be like features.component.html, and it will be like features, right? Okay, now check. You can see features component is already loaded, right? Already loaded. It's loading without header and footer. You know why? Because we already registered a single headers and footer. That's why. Okay, loaded a single and header and footer. That's why it's working right now. So what we can do? We can do one thing like let me tell you something like yes, we can register header also. Like here we will do that features.html. In footers also we will do that features.html and refresh it. You can see header and footer loaded, but just need to load the features HTML in features component, just features content here. So to load features content here, just copy the content of features. Is it features? Yeah, features, the features, and place it here. Okay, this is features basically. Good. And if we check that, you can see features content is loaded. Check this, features is loaded here, right? But it's not loading. You know why? Let me show you something. Like it's not loaded, maybe network. Let me check it. It's loaded the everything. Yes, everything is loaded so perfectly. Yeah, it's loading. Basically it's loading the the file. Everything is loading very perfectly. That's a good thing, but it's maybe it's not loading this screenshot. Yeah, it's not loading this screenshot here. I don't know why, but it should load this screenshot here, because you know it's mandatory to load basically, that's why. But I don't know why it's not loading right now. Maybe something issue, anything, maybe issue with the networking one, you know. It's not requesting, even requesting the one. Okay, by the way, we don't care about it, because you know right now it's not the main issue. So let's talk about this, like features is also loaded. Let's do it for pricing. Like if we click on pricing page, you can see now and register routes for pricing. So first of all, let's place the content of pricing here, pricing component and the pricing ext.html, not header and footer. Just copy the content, pricing card content, just copy it and paste it. That's it, simple things we done. Pricing HTML is done, and now what I need to do, just register the features one, the same things, just register it, features, sorry, pricing.html, and here will be pricing. Okay, and loading pricing. Now you can see, if we go to there, you can see this is the loaded, I mean this content is loaded, but header is not loaded. You know why header and footer not loaded? Because we not registered any header and footer, not registered already any header and footer. Like we have to register pricing.html, then we have to do one thing, we have to register pricing.html, then it will I mean it should load the header and footer. Yeah, you can see it's loaded. So if you go pricing, home, pricing, features, everything is loaded, very perfect. You can see this is features.html, but in features.html we don't have anything content, like we just a root tag and anything others configuration of app.js. In features.html also same, pricing.html also same, index.html also same, right? Just by this it's loading. Now let me tell you something. We want what? We want to do, you know, right now we just clicking, but it's not loading, it's reloading. You know why? Let me tell you why. It's reloading, just it's reloading. Now I don't want to do it, I want to make single page. How you can do that? To make it single page, we can do one thing. We can do I mean the navigate method. Like let me show you why. In RouteMamba you can see a method of navigate method. This is the method of navigate, like this is the method navigate. To navigate it you can do that, navigate, RouteMamba navigate. If you just do that, it will not going to call header and footer. To call header and footer you have to do this, header load, footer load true. The first arrow is for data, passing data. Second, I mean say first object is for passing data, second object is for option. In option you can see lots of things you can do. You can see lots of things you can do, method, meta loader true, something like that. Like let me tell you something. Here, you know, in for whom we just loading the meta. Suppose in register app.js register, we just keep it false, meta loader false. If we refresh it, okay, oh yeah, for now, sorry, it's for now it will load meta, because you know because it's register one, sorry, we have to I mean keep it in mind. And in for what I can see, next one, I mean the navigate one. Okay, so let's talk about something, like let's create a file, like new file, navigation.js. okay, and here let's you know, in header, in component, header footer, header component.html, we have these URLs, right? Pricing, features.html. Let's put classes here, or anything we can do things like, okay, let's do one thing, like keep by id is for home nav, right? Another id is for pricing nav, another id is for features nav, right? That's a good things. Now why we are doing that? We are doing that because, you know, we just want to do I mean redirect. Let me show you how it's work basically. If we go to this routemamba.navigate, if we do that, navigate, then we place pricing.html. okay, just notice that it will not going to reload this one. Let me show you something. Like if we click on pricing, you can see it's loading. If we click on features, you can see it's loading. If we go on home, you can see it's loading. But if I just place this and enter this, it will not going to load. Follow this. I will enter this. Okay, right? Right now you can see it's printing.html. It will throw an error. Okay, you can see it's throwing an error like it's not registered route, because you can route it because it's not registered. Okay, so we have to fix it route name, and let's enter it, and you can see it's loaded successfully, and also URL is changed, then it's not loaded, reloaded, right? So if I refresh it, we will keep stay in pricing page. That's a great thing, right? So that's what we are going to do. So here, first of all, I will show you an error, like a problem. Most of the listen to this. Most of the developers, most of the peoples do this problem, and they not understand why it's making the problem. Like, we just want to get this home pricing and features button, right? Let me show you what's the issue. Most of the problem, developer faces. Keep it in mind, always you have to use bear here for this is the types of navigations. Bear, then home nav, right? Then what you need to do, you have to do document dot get element by id, then id home nav. Now, but here you have to do home nav, right? Same for about nav, same for contact nav. But we don't have about and contact, that's why we will remove. Sorry, it's for pricing nav. Sorry, it's for pricing nav. Pricing nav, and then it's for contact features nav, not contact, features nav. Now let me show you. Let me tell you, it will be null. Okay, let me tell you why. Let me first of all we have to do add event listener click, right? Okay, first of all let me tell you if we do that, and if we do that, like place e and e dot prevent default, okay, and there place console dot log home, okay, you can see it will not going to work. Okay, if I click on it, it will not going to, it's reloading. You know why it's reloading? Because right now we not included. Let's include it in home.index.html before after app.js. Okay, script just for testing purpose, for demo purpose showing you. You just added it, and let's refresh it. You can see cannot read properties undefined nil add event listener. You know why it's showing this error? This error showing from navigation.js. You know why? Because home name is undefined right now. Let me tell you why. If I console.log, navigation.js loaded, then console.log home nav, same thing for others. Okay, you can see if we do that, then you can see everything is null, right? You know why? You will tell me, brother, the class name is perfect. Okay, home name is perfect. You will tell me, you will ask me, like, brother, you can see home name ID is perfect, pricing name is perfect, it's same how I define, but why it's null? You will say no, it's RouteMamba problem, something like that. But let me tell you, it's not issue of the RouteMamba. Let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. Because where we just included this navigation in .js file, we loaded in script, index.html. But what we are doing, header.component.html. We just trying to get component. What we are doing, we just trying to get ID, the element of component by ID, right? But the navigation.js is loading fast before loading the header component. That's why it's null. So what we need to do, how can we solve this? Just you have to keep the JS. You have to separate the JS for each component. Like place the script here. Place the script here and paste it. Then you will see it's loaded successfully. If we refresh it, it's loaded successfully. It's automatically doing because I am using live server right now. It's working very fine. Now if I click on it, you will see home, right? That's the very good things. That's very good things is loading home. So that's working very fine. That's very good things. Now if I go here and we have to place place this. Just a minute, let me tell you something. Okay, that's very good things, and we have to keep it in mind right now. Okay, that's it. Okay, just a minute. Home console.log home, right? So now we can do one thing like routemamba.navigate, but for now let's do one thing like copy it, place for pricing nav, features nav, right? Pricing nav and features nav, pricing nav, and it's for features nav, pricing nav and features nav, right? Now let's see that basically. So if we click on home loading, it's not redirecting. If you click on pricing nav, it's features. So it's mandatory to use e.prevent default, or another thing you have to use e.stop propagation for stop immediate propagation, basically to prevent the issue of double something like double click or immediate click, you can say something like that. That's it. And then what you can do now, right now you have to do one thing like let's href keep it like that, and enter e.target.href that, and console.log href href. For now do this. Okay, just do this for now. Let me tell you why I'm doing it, because I just want to do that and refresh just for now refresh it, and that's it. So now you can see it's loaded. Now if I click on pricing, it's loading pricing.html, features.html, home.html. You know from where it's loading from this URL, right? If I place it here, this something like s, let me show you. Now if I click on home, it will load s, backflashes. Let's keep it like that. So now what I need to do, now I have to do navigate routemamba dot navigate href. Same things for everything. Okay, same things for everyone. Okay, that's it. Same. Or you can see now if I refresh it, don't need to refresh, but if I refresh it, now if I click on pricing, you can see it will not going to load. Pricing is pricing, features, pricing, home. Hooray! Now it's a fully a single page application. Easily we just created it. If I click on back button, it's loading, but it's not reloading. If I click on back, it's going back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Then you can see it's not, and if I refresh it, it will stay in features page. Now you can see it's a totally single page application. It's we just done it so much faster. You can see now it's looks like reactjs single page application, and also however we can make big dependency. So now I hope you understood how we can develop a single page application by routemamba. And another you can do anything with that what you want. Or like let me tell you something, like if you want to make reusable code, like let's show you like function navigate handler. Okay, navigate handler. If you do that, navigate handler, then if you have to place just it here, same thing for if it's same code, then don't need to multiple time calls, just do it. Okay, refresh it, and then just click on pricing, features, home, pricing, features, home. So it will work for one function for all of the events, right? So that's how basically the routemamba single page application navigation work. So I hope you understood how it's working. What we just done an simple app.js configuration. We just done navigation. We just added some navigation event, and we just separated header component, footer and then body component, header component, footer component, body component. We just separated meta, then we just separated the root file, right? We just included routemamba.min.js file and app.js file of configuration. Simple, that's we done. Just keep in mind, if you using any JavaScript event for a specific component, then please you call the script in a specific component. Like you are making any JavaScript code for this header or a specific component, then please keep it in mind. You have to keep the script in a specific component. Like For header, if it's for header, then keep it in his header component. I hope you got my point. So see you later, and I hope you understood. So we will come back with another update.